Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to Dessert Time with CthuLoops. We did it. Holy cow, did we ever do it. Of course, it wasn't my original intention to do it, but we restored the Roman Empire to its former glory and then some. Wow. So, I may have mentioned this before, but when I originally started this campaign, I was kind of hoping that we would stay small and, work from the shadows as a vassal for as long as we could. Just to kind of like explore things and also have a little bit of fun with the whole Catholic system. But then things started to get a little out of hand, especially, when we somehow inherited the Holy Roman Empire after assassinating the Emperor. I thought I was safe because I had arranged a marriage between, I believe, my daughter and the second or third son of the Holy Roman Emperor matrilineally. I thought it'd be okay because, I think he was also ordered to take the vows or whatever. He was sent away. He was given a bishopric, so he was disinherited. Yet somehow he clawed his way back and was able to inherit the Holy Roman Empire. And so their children... Wait, let me see if I can see this. Holy Roman Emperor. It was Gregor? No. It wasn't Gregor the Black. He was the one who inherited it, I believe. It was this guy, Archbishop Philippe the Black of Cologne, I think. He was ordered to take the vows, or maybe not ordered to take the vows. He was given a bishopric, which I think automatically disinherits a child. But somehow still managed to... Look at all the children that are of my kin. Wow, holy crap. And so Gregor was given the position, and I believe I had him... Yeah, I had him assassinated. Wow. That was good times. That definitely was not my intention when I set out with this campaign, though. But things quickly got out of hand, and then we just ended up blobbing after a lot of you guys said that I should blob. So I went back to my old ways and started blobbing like crazy. But I don't regret a thing. I do not regret a thing. The only bittersweet thing about this campaign is the whole Pluten mysteriously disappearing thing. But I like to think of it as him disappearing into the night after realizing that he can't hide the fact that he's a vampire anymore. But, it's a shame that werewolves exist, but vampires don't in this game. But then again, maybe some people will be unhappy at the whole absurd nature of vampires, etc. But, there's an option to turn off supernatural stuff, so, there was always that. But, we got super lucky, though, because I think Pluten was what? So we started off the campaign with Mate. He was our first controlled character. He was actually fairly decent. We accomplished a fair bit with him. And then we turned into Vlad the First. We didn't get to be immortal with him, but that was okay because he wasn't a genius. And then our third generation, we managed to become a genius immortal, which was absolutely insane. And with him, we had many children. Wait, the Savoie? Do they still exist? They still exist. What? I wonder if they're a descendant of my family member. I don't think so. Let me see here. So, oh, sorry. I kind of don't think they are. I could be wrong, but... And they are... Yep, they're dead. They're dead. What about the... this house? Yep, they're dead as well. Fantastic. And these guys? Also dead. Damn. And Maria? Yep, dead. Alright, so those, branches didn't really accomplish much, which is fine, I guess. Yeah, didn't really expect much from AI control. Whoa. Interesting. Very interesting. Seems like we might have some relations with House Jimena, but or whatever, it's fine. So with Pluten, we've had many children. First of which was Vlad Zeister, whom we named Vlad the Second Zeister. No wait. Oh no, I think it did it automatically because yeah, Vlad the Second was that I messed up the naming convention for sure, without a doubt. I'll be the first to admit that things got very confusing after I kept naming my children the same names over and over again. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I like to name my name my heirs after my supporters, my channel supporters. So sue me. So we have Vlad Zeister first, who was a genius who went batshit crazy, and I believe he was given the Duchy of Upper Burgundy. I don't remember why I didn't give him the kingdom title. I think it was maybe before Upper Burgundy was fully taken over. That might have been it. And then he had a son, Cyprian, who turned into a cannibal. Wait, yeah, he turned into a cannibal. And then Zeister, he had a grandson. Zeister had a grandson named after Zeister, and then another Cyprian. Wow, are they just generationally taking names? Vlad Zeister had Cyprian, who had Vlad Zeister, who had Cyprian, who had Vlad Zeister. Jeez, and then now he's part of the Teutonic Order. That's funny. That is some funny stuff. All right, so I'm still not a huge fan of giving land away to dynastic members, but I will admit some funny stuff does happen when they're kind of like allowed to do their own thing, which is, you know, it might be worth it to some people. It might not also be worth it to others. And in this campaign, I discovered that giving land away to family members has the benefit of you being able to offer non-aggression pacts with them, which makes them a little easier to control because they don't join factions and whatnot. So there is that benefit. However, I think major flaw with that plan is that they often come with, you see the -20 title claimant. I think that's almost automatic with family members who do not have land. Yeah, and wait, one thing that I forgot to do, we turned Messalian for the sweet Wincest and ended up not doing any Wincest at all. So I think we gotta correct this somehow. But how do we correct it? We have Vlad Mina and Vlad Vanthus, two Vlad Vanthuses as a matter of fact, one of which is betrothed to my niece? Did I do that? I might have done that. I don't remember doing that, but I might have done that. So let's make sure that we get that sweet Wincest with our half-brother, Vlad Vanthus. There we go. Yeah. Fantastic. Alright, so we got that Wincest going now. And I would have liked to have been able to spend more time with Messalianism, but sadly, this is actually, I'm recording this the day before the release, actually the day of Holy Fury's release. It's like a few minutes away from being released, so I don't really have much time to play around with the Messalian system, unfortunately. But regardless, I wouldn't mind revisiting Messalianism in the future. Catholicism was unexpectedly, once we kind of got things going and vassalized the Pope and whatnot, it was unexpectedly easy to swing around and weaponize, which surprised me because my last few times playing as a Catholic ruler, I felt were a little slow, but once you got the Pope vassalized and stuff, it was much easier, since you could get claims on basically every other title that other Catholics had. Of course, the slowdown happened once we tried to take land from the Byzantines and whatnot, but we had a couple of lucky breaks, as we always do in every campaign, and that's, I think, part of the formula. I guess once we got the holy orders and everything behind us, it was a lot easier to take land and shit from the Islamic nations around us too. So yeah, and then things really kind of got out of hand when our vassals started taking land in every place imaginable. But it worked to our benefit, I must say. It worked to our benefit, especially with some of the lands in the Middle East here. But yeah, and then we also, I believe, got our lucky break once we got once we joined the Crusades, and somehow we ended up being the top contributor for the Crusades for Jerusalem. I'm still not entirely sure how that happened, but we got the entirety of Jerusalem in one fell swoop, which is pretty cool. And I think that kind of like paved the way for us to grow exponentially as much as we have. But yeah, so back to our dynasty. So let's see, where were we? So I don't think I'll really go over the ones that aren't, you know, properly named, the non-genius ones, because I didn't really pay much attention to them. But I did end up giving land to some of those guys, so I guess it was kind of out of convenience. And this guy was the ruler of Cordoba. Really? So at that point, I had already taken over parts of Andalusia? Interesting. And then he was... so I had Italy. Right, but I think that was due to inheriting stuff from the Holy Roman Empire. And Christina was married... Oh wait, she wasn't married off. Oh no, she had a bastard child. Wait. Oh no, I thought that was her for a second. I forgot how Crusader Kings 2 worked for a second. Oops. So this guy ended up being the viceroy of... I wonder how many De Feher houses we have. Because those are the names of the bastards that were born in Feher, right? So basically my bastards. And then we had Fuhugugads give birth to Vlad Zeister, who ended up having a fair bit of children by himself. I don't know if any of these guys were geniuses. Yeah, I think the genius line, and may have ended with Stefana over there. And Sophia is a werewolf. Fantastic. Alright. And then we had Hubabi, whose lineage was most definitely brought into question. I'm still not entirely sure if Hubabi is in fact, or was in fact, my child. I don't remember how that happened. I think maybe we were no wait, it's not that we were paranoid. Something happened, and we weren't quite sure why Hubabi, or we weren't quite sure if Hubabi was in fact our child. And the same thing happened with no wait, this is named after Hubabi, right, my bad. And Claudio, and Victor, etc., etc. I guess, using viceroyalties for your children, when they're given titles makes it a little bit more difficult to keep track of everything. But, oh well, it's fine. I'm not here to, you know, keep track of how everything works out. And then at this point, I think I decided that we weren't having enough genius children, and I started naming children after supporters, despite the fact that they weren't geniuses. Yeah. And then we had Piggy, who was in fact not a genius, unfortunately. But I think we ended up having a genius Piggy at some point. Maybe? Possibly. And then Mediocre, who started out as a genius, but then turned quick when he matured, and also became a lollard heretic out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. So bizarre. And various Hugugadses, whom... Why didn't I disown this one? Oh, I think I may have had her with my wife? Question mark? Yeah, that was with my wife, right. So that's a legitimate daughter, of course. And then we had Carlton, who was the ruler of Scotland, but not for very long, I don't think. How long did he rule Scotland for? So, who was it? Carlton took over Scotland 1304, and I re-inherited it after 5 years. Wow, damn, that sucked. And he died of dysentery. Well, that's what you get for being on the Oregon Trail, I would say. And little boy, I remember him being quite problematic, taking territory in places where he shouldn't. And actually, Carlton ended up having 2 genius children. Wow, actually? Huh. And of course, we've had some, you know, Wincest babies. For Carlton here, which was hilarious. And Wincestina herself, the pinnacle. Though I say pinnacle, but not entirely because, you know, she ended up being quick instead of a genius. But that's fine. And she herself had a quick child. And whoa. Actually? Damn, that's like the most, what's it? Most successful inheritance of the quick trait I've seen. 3 generations of quickness. Interesting. And then Cyprian, who was not in fact quick. And various other no-names that are not that important. Fantastic. Kind of sad that Wincestina didn't, you know, didn't end up ruling longer, since she was my most prized daughter. And then after Wincestina, I had Yaroon, who took over Ireland and ruled for a decent length, and ended up having several children. I don't think any of them are unfortunately geniuses. No, somehow the genius line skipped all of their children. But his daughter is the current ruler of Ireland. That's cool. Alright. And then we have another, we have the first Vlad Miwino, who became the ruler of York, and the ruler of the Duchy of York, and then the king of England for a time, until he died of complications related to gout at the age of 39, which was quite young, but yeah. Alright, so he had a daughter, and he had another daughter. Oh, Xena is actually genius. Nice. Wait. Oh, right. So Sass ended up marrying a genius himself, and with them, I guess they bore 3 children. And then there's Anastasia, who's also a genius. Whoa, interesting. A lot of successful geniusness in Miwino's line. Well, I mean, I say successful, but it's only a couple, but you know what, it's fine. And then we had another Miwino, who is the ruler of Pisa? I don't remember him ever granting him the Duchy of Pisa. Interesting. And he also has gout, like his brother Miwino. Oh, and he's also a kinslayer. I don't know who exactly he killed. I remember reading that, and I was like, what the hell did you do? But yeah, he had 3 children, none of which are geniuses. And then we've had a Carlton, who died of poor health. The game basically just culled him, despite the fact that he was of my dynasty. And then Ayush Niraula, who I think was the first child to be born in the purple? Yeah, I think it was our first child who was born in the purple. And then Vyacheslav, and then Vanthus. I guess bastards can't be born in the purple. Makes sense, because I believe you need to be the wife of the emperor to actually be born to bear your child in the purple. In the purple room, rather. And he's a genius, and married to my niece. Now, this I don't remember. I don't remember getting our first Vanthus married off to Cecilia of Ireland. Why did this happen? Well, regardless, our second Vanthus is married to us. Or rather, Vladmina. What an absolutely messed up family tree. Well, you know what? It could actually be even more messed up had we had, you know, divine marriage from the very get-go. But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, this was quite the adventure. One that I thoroughly enjoyed. one that was never meant to be this way, but ended up enjoying it anyways. So since we kind of deviated from our original goal of kind of staying in the shadows, I actually wouldn't mind trying a campaign like this again in the future. Maybe not with Catholicism, I don't know, but something more kind of like intrigue oriented, where we don't just assassinate everyone and their dog, especially not their dog, but rather, and speaking of dog, oh no, Pluten's immortal dog. You know what? I like to think that Pluten's immortal dog disappeared into the night with him. He was the only companion who understood and accepted Pluten for who he really was. A degenerate vampire. That's right. And he spread his horrific hemophilia to many, many people, including his former wife, Huhugu Gods, also known as his former daughter, granddaughter, because she was also born of Huhugu Gods. Oh my god. If only we could see the official family tree for that one. Well, anyways, yeah, so I wouldn't mind doing another campaign like this, as in like not ending up like this, but like this in the sense that we would start off as like, you know, lowly count and then kind of stay behind the shadows, pulling the strings, etc., using favors and influence, intrigue, court intrigue, for our major, I guess, playstyle or whatever, if that makes any sense. That would be cool. And I think we owe it to ourselves to do a Hellenic restoration sometime in the future. It most likely won't be our very first campaign in Holy Fury, but somewhere down the line we should probably go for another Hellenic. We should try for a Hellenic restoration thing. But wait, Hellenic. Isn't that Grecian religion? Or is it Roman? I'm just kind of like displaying my ignorance and stupidity here, but anyways, yeah, we can definitely go for that in the future, and I don't know if that requires me to redo the whole Roman Empire thing, but considering that it wasn't the most difficult thing I've ever had to do, I'd say it's fine, and I'm actually particularly proud of myself for having gotten the Smash the Patriarchy achievement. I didn't actually set out to do those achievements, if you were or weren't aware, or made painfully aware of me repeating the fact that this was never the intention. But yeah, and I guess we'll leave it at that. I don't know if there's much else for us to do in terms of our exploring our lineage, etc., but maybe we'll I don't know if there's anything else for me to show here. Yeah, I guess that's it. What, do we need to look at our religion? I know Messianism is kind of like really on the, no, not that great right now because of the low moral authority. Because I think our holy sites are, yeah, way in the east. Where's the rest of it? Is one of our holy sites Jerusalem? It must be, right? It must be. Alright. Oh no. Oh wait, it is. So Baghdad, Edessa, and I think Jerusalem, and Merv, of all places. And where's the last one? Is it Rome? It's not Rome. Interesting that it's not Rome. Actually, let me look at it this way. Jerusalem. Somewhere. Whoa, India? Holy crap. Huh. Oh, it does say, okay. It's in the counties of various places. Jeez. Well, I didn't expect Messianism to have a holy site in India. I knew there was going to be one or two in the Persian region, but not all the way in India. Interesting. Alright, well that's cool. That's good to know for future reference, just in case we want to do more of this. And I guess our focus will be seduction. Fantastic. Alright, well, let's leave the post-mortem here. And I guess we'll see you guys in... Wait. I guess I should resign. Yeah, and see our final dynastic score. Wow, we beat House Capet. Fantastic. With 126,000. Nice, nice. And actually, we've only had 4 rulers? Well, I guess that makes sense, because Pluten was the third one and only the second one that was custom named. Nice. That's very cool. Alright, well, with this, let's end the campaign once and for all. We'll lay this to rest. Actually, I realized that I could probably still get the 10 Thrones achievement. Oh no, I can't open up my ledger. Damn. You know what? It's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll maybe do that in the next campaign or future campaigns or whatever. It's not that big of a deal. It's, I don't think, going to be that difficult to achieve, considering that you can grow exponentially big very quickly. But yeah. So yeah, let's leave the campaign here, and I'll see you guys in Holy Fury. So thank you very much for watching and keeping up with the campaign and all that. And as I mentioned in the end of our actual campaign series, if you'd like to support the channel, you can always leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you enjoyed about the campaign, etc., etc. Subscribe to the channel, or if you want to support it financially, you can become a member of the channel, or you can support me financially through Patreon as well. Alright, so thank you very much for watching, and have an amazing breakfast.